Welcome to Easy Learning. Hello student. Today I discuss the set. In the previous class you already know what is set. So I just memorize what is set. Now, a set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects, that is set of real numbers, set of even integers, set of all Sunday in a year, set of utensils, etc. Set form, roster form. In this form of a set, in this form a set is described by listing elements separated by commas within the curly brackets. Example, A is the set of prime number less than 11, then A equals to 2, 3, 5, 7. B is the set of vowels of English alphabets as B equals to A, E, I, O, U. Set builder method. In this form, a set is described by a characterizing property Px of its elements x. Example, x such that x belongs to capital W and x less than 5. Secondly, x such that x equals to twice n, x belongs to capital N and n less than 6. There are some standard notation for sets. Capital N for the set of natural number, capital Z for the set of integers, Z plus for positive integers, Z minus for negative integers, capital I also for the set of integers, I plus for positive integers, I minus for negative integers. You see, it is also used for the set of integers. Capital Q for the set of rational numbers, capital R for the set of real numbers, capital C for the set of complex numbers. All these are standard notation. Next, finite set. A set is finite if it contains a definite or finite number of elements. Example, A equals to x such that x less than 10 and x belongs to capital N is a finite set. Infinite set. A set is infinite if it contains an infinite number of different elements. Example, A equals to x such that x greater than 10 and x belongs to capital N is an infinite set. Empty set. A set contains no elements is called a null or void set. It is denoted by phi or only curly bracket. Example, A equals to x such that x equals to n and small n belongs to capital N and x less than 1. That means to say that this is the empty set, because x less than 1 there is no natural number, because smallest natural number is 1. Secondly, x such that x is a year containing 13 months. This is not possible. There is no month, there is no year in which 13 months contains. So this is an empty set. Capital A equals to phi within the curly bracket is not a null set because this is a singleton set. Only one element contains. Singleton or unit set. If a set contains one and only one element, that is within the curly bracket true, within the curly bracket 7, within the curly bracket 5, etc. Equal set. One set is equal to another when both sets contains identical elements. If capital A equals to 2, 4, 9, 5 and capital B equals to 5, 4, 9, 2, then A set equals to B set. Unequal set. If set A and B do not have identical elements, they are called unequal set. Subset. If each element of a set is also an element of another set B, then A is termed as the subset of capital B, that is A is a subset of capital B. Proper set. The set capital A is a proper subset of capital B if and only if A is a subset of capital B and A not equals to B. That is A is a proper subset of B. Universal set. A universal set is the set of elements from which elements may be selected to form other sets. To suit a particular requirement, it is denoted by capital U. It is denoted by capital U or capital S. Power set. The set of all possible subset of set capital A is termed as power set of capital A. It is denoted by the symbol P of capital A, and cardinal number of PA, that is cardinal number of power set, that is equals to 2 to the power n if cardinal number of the set that is equals to n. That means to say that if the set contains n elements, then total number of the power set equals to 2 to the power n. Equivalent set. If the cardinal numbers of the sets are equal, then sets are equivalent sets. If the cardinal numbers of the sets are equal, then sets are equivalent sets. Cardinal number of a finite set capital A, we mean that the number of distinct elements contained in set capital A and is represented by the symbol n of capital A or the modulus of capital A. Venn diagram. Union of set. Let A and B be two sets. Look at the figure. The union of capital A and capital B is the set of all these elements which belongs either A or B or both A and B. That is A union B equals to X such that X belongs to capital A or X belongs to capital B. Next, intersection of sets. Let A and B be two sets. Then intersection of A and B is the set of all these elements that belong to both A and B. And according to the figure, this shaded region is known as A intersection B. That is, A intersection B equals to X such that X belongs to capital A and X belongs to capital B. Difference of sets A minus B. If A and B be two sets, then the difference of sets A minus B or B minus A. A minus B equals to X such that X belongs to capital A but X does not belongs to capital B. B minus A equals to X such that X belongs to capital B and X does not belongs to capital A. And in this diagram, A minus B is in this portion is A minus B, and this portion is B minus A. Symmetric difference of two sets. Let A and B be two sets. The symmetric difference of sets A and B is the set A minus B union B minus A and is denoted by A delta B. That is, A delta B that is equals to A minus B union B minus A equals to X such that X does not belongs to A intersection B. Complement of set, which is if A be a set and this is the universal set capital A and A is a subset of capital U, then A complement, which is denoted by A dash or A to the power C, that is equals to U minus A, that is equals to X such that X belongs to capital U and X does not belongs to A. Disjoint set, two sets A and B said to be disjoint set if A intersection B equals to null set. That is, there is no common element between the two sets. Next, laws of algebra sets. We just remember these laws. First law, A union A equals to A. This is known as idempotent law, and A intersection A that is equals to A. This is also known as idempotent law. That means to say that idempotent law satisfied in the case of a union and intersection of the set itself. Identity law, A union phi that is equals to A intersection phi that is equals to A intersection phi that is equals to A, and A intersection U that is equals to A. U means universal set. Commutative law, A union B that is equals to B union A intersection B that is equals to B intersection A. Associative law, A union B union C that is equals to A union B union C, and A intersection B intersection C equals to A intersection B intersection C. Distributive law, A union B intersection C that is equals to A union B intersection A union C. Here union is distributive over intersection, and secondly A intersection of B union C that is equals to A intersection B union A intersection C. Here intersection is distributive over union. De Morgan's law, A union B complement that is equals to A complement intersection B complement. A intersection B complement that is equals to A complement union B complement. A minus B from the Venn diagram A minus B, that is equals to A intersection B complement. B minus A, that is equals to B intersection A complement. A minus B, that is equals to capital A. This implies that A intersection B, that is equals to null set. A minus B union B, that is equals to A union B. A minus B intersection B, that is equals to null set. A minus B union B minus A, that is equals to A union B minus A intersection B. All these are formulas, you just remember. Next, A union B, that is equals to A plus B minus A intersection B. So cardinal number of A union B, that is equals to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A intersection B. If A and B are disjoint sets, that is A intersection B, that is equals to null set, therefore cardinal number of A union B, that is equals to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B. From the Venn diagram, we can say that cardinal number of A minus B, that is equals to cardinal number of A minus cardinal number of A intersection B. Cardinal number of A symmetric difference B, that means to say that A delta B, that is equals to cardinal number of A minus B union B minus A, that is equals to cardinal number of A minus B plus cardinal number of B minus A, that is equals to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B minus 2 into cardinal number of A intersection B. Cardinal number of A union B union C, that is if A, B, C be 3 sets. In this diagram, we say that cardinal number of A union B union C, that is equals to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B plus cardinal number of C minus cardinal number of A intersection B minus cardinal number of B intersection C minus cardinal number of A intersection C plus cardinal number of A intersection B intersection C. Number of elements in exactly one of the sets A, B, C is cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B plus cardinal number of C minus 2 into cardinal number of A intersection B minus 2 into cardinal number of B intersection C minus 2 in cardinal number of A intersection C plus 3 into cardinal number of A intersection B intersection C. This is the formula. Number of elements in exactly one of the sets A, B, C is cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B plus cardinal number of C minus 2 into cardinal number of A intersection B minus 2 into cardinal number of B intersection C minus 2 into cardinal number of A intersection C plus 3 into cardinal number of A intersection B intersection C. Number of elements in exactly two of the sets A, B, C equals to cardinal number of A intersection B plus cardinal number of B intersection C plus cardinal number of C intersection A minus 3 into cardinal number of A intersection B intersection C. Cardinal number of A complement intersection B complement, that is equals to cardinal number of A union B complement, that is equals to cardinal number of U minus cardinal number of A union B. Cardinal number of A complement union B complement, that is equals to cardinal number of U minus cardinal number of A intersection B.